Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now for the handle of the bag, you have two options. You can just go with this regular cat shaped hat and just attach it without having to cover it, or you can go with this type and then you have to mat your bag with using side twist crystal and 0.50 millimeter stitching line and cover it up. So I'm going to show you how to do that, which I'm already doing here. You can see I already matted the handle. This is 3 by 45 basically, because I realized that some of the handles are of different shapes and different shapes, different sizes and different size in the width basically. So what I basically had to do was to double my bead here when closing it up instead of a single bead. I'm going to be showing you that, but first of all, let us start by matting the bag. Let me show you how to mat and I'll show you how to close it up. Okay, so let's get into that. So you cut desirable length of your 0.50 mm fishing line. Set that aside. Okay, and then you start to mat. Like I said, it's gonna be, the width is gonna be 3 by, depending on how lengthy your bag handle is. It can be 40, it can be 3 by 40, 3 by 45. Mine is 3 by 45. So this is 3 beads. It's a regular matting process which I've already taught us how to mat, but let me just do a simple matting. And then I'm not going to be using the looping method for this. I'm going to use a regular matting crisscross. Okay, just like that. Okay, circle of 4, one on the left, one on the right, and then one to cross. Oh, sorry. Just like that. Now for the third one, I'm going to be making it end at this side so that I can turn to the next row. So it's, instead of one on the left, one on the right, it's going to be 2 on the left and then 1. This is 1, 2 on the right hand side, and then 1 to cross. So we have it facing the next row direction. So now you're putting that 2 on my right hand side, 1, 2, and then the third one to cross. Just like that. So we started the next row basically. So you pass your fishing line, right, left hand fishing line through the bead at the side and out, then 2 beads now, 1, and then the second to cross, just like that, and then 1, and then 1 at the left hand side this time, and then 1 to cross. 2. So now we are facing the next row, which is the third row. Okay, we're going 40. Okay, this is 3 by 40, sorry, 40, 45, depending on how wide your handle is. So 2 here on the left hand side this time around, and then 1 to cross. As you can see, it's facing this direction now, so you pass the right hand fishing line through the bead at the side, and out, and then two, one on the left and one to cross, just like that. Now repeat that, your right hand fishing line through the bead at the side, that same right hand fishing line, two beads, one and then the other to cross. There you have it. Okay, so you're going to continue this process till you've gotten to as long as you want it to be. Like I said, I'm going to show you how I close up this. Excuse the fishing line here. I'll knit that up later. Okay, so now because I realized that the size of this handle is quite larger than it should be, okay, it's quite like, it's quite, the width of it is wide, not the length basically. Okay, so what I did was to use two beads to cross instead of one. I'm using two beads. So one, that's your right hand fishing line, left hand fishing line through the side bead like this, and the right hand fishing line through the side bead like this, and then one, two rather, instead of one to cross, it's going to be two to cross. So you crisscross by putting them through the opposite direction using two, just like that. So okay, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Instead of one bead to cross, you're using two beads to cross. Okay, so repeat that again. Pass your left hand fishing line through the bead at the left hand side and out, your right hand fishing line through the bead at the right hand side and then out, and then you put two beads through the bead fishing line and you cross with the other. So instead of crossing with one, like I said, you're crossing with two beads. But if yours is not this wide, just cross with one bead. Okay, so this is what I'm going to keep doing till I've wrapped this matted crystal round the bag basically. Okay, so it's going to go round. Okay, so it's going to go around the bag and then the handle, rather I said the back. I'm going to go around the handle and then I'm going to go ahead and close it up. Okay, once it gets here, I'm going to close it up this way. Okay, this way around, and that is how you're going to be doing the hand. I'm going to show you guys obviously how to do that. Okay, so yes, so stay tuned. See how far it has come, and the next thing I want to do is to join the sides together. Okay, so what I did was, when I did this part of putting two beads instead of one, I turned it inward so that that part doesn't show. I'm going to go ahead to join it round. So together with the joining, it's going to be 45 circles of 4. Okay, altogether 3 by 45. So depending on the size of your handle, that will determine the right amount. Okay, so I'm going to bring it out first. Put one bead here, then pass it through the two beads. First one, second one, and I'm going to cross it with one bead. Just like this. Then I'm going to keep closing it up. Pass the left string through this bead at the side, the right string bead at the other side, and then close with one bead. like that. So we've closed the top now, as you can see. I'm going to keep repeating that to be closed up the whole place. Side, side, close with one bead, and then for the last part, I'm going to close it up with this last bead here. Forming a crisscross. Okay, and then we are done. I'm going to go ahead and pass the string, tie it up and cut off the excess. So this is what you should have at the end of this. So you need double of this. Next thing now is building the handle, this part of it. So I tried to experiment with this so that you can see how it will be if you're using the cat shaped fishing handle. This is how it's going to end up being. Okay, you can make it a little bit smaller, which I'll be explaining that here. So what we're going to do now, placing this handle in between this. Okay, it's going to be, this pillar is going to be in the middle of the handle right here. Okay, just like this. So it's going to be three of the pillars in between both. So this is 1 2 3, 1 2 3. That's the easiest way to get it. And then you have one pillar here and another pillar here. That is where you're going to be placing the handle. Okay, in between this part of the pillar. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say at this part. So there's going to be one pillar here, one pillar here. In between these two pillars you've picked, there's going to be three pillars in between, 1 2 3 on both sides. So this is where you're going to be working with two of the sides, 1 and 2. So this pillar falls in between the two sides you're going to be working with. Okay, here and here, the pillar falls in between. Understand? That's the easiest way to get the measurement, or you count 11 on both sides. So this is where the pillar falls. Okay, here. So this is where I'm going to be marking. I'm going to be doing 5 steps. Okay, it's going to be a circle of 4. So we go 1 2 3, third one to cross. Okay, I'm still using my looping method, as you can see. So 1, and then the second one, just like that. Have 1. Now realized that it was not recording. Okay, so what I did was basically to build 2 steps. So let me show you how to do it continuously. So you put in 2 beads at the side here, and then 1 to cross. I'm still doing my looping method. And then we have this. Okay, so now to ascend is to go to the next level. You have to make sure this ends at the top. So you pass your fishing line through, bead down that same fishing line, you put in 1 bead and another to cross. And there you have it. Okay, so to ascend again, put in 2 beads through the bead at this fishing line at the side, one here, should be one here, and then this third one, okay, here, sorry, yes, and this to cross. Okay, so we're going to continue this method till we get to the 5th row. So we're on the 1 2 3 4th row now, so we need to get to the 5th row. The next thing we're going to do now is to close up the handle. Place it inside first, and we're going to close it up. I'm going to pass one bead into this bead here, and then pass it back from the first part where we started from this, the base of the bag. Okay, pass it through here, close that up, crisscross. Okay, pull firmly as you go, pass it through the 2 beads again, close it up too, pass in one bead, and then you're going to close it up. This is the final bead with this one. And then we have, so I'm going to tie this up somewhere and then pass it around. Next thing to do is to begin adding your tassels. I've fixed this one. I'm going to be changing this handle later on, but let's just go ahead and attach the tassels to our bag. Okay, so I'm going to pass this through any side you prefer. Okay, cut the long string. Okay, and then let this part be short. All this part is long. I'm just going to go randomly. This is just to secure the string. Enough. So now I'm going to go ahead to start to attach the tassels to the bag. So pass them through both side. Let's go through somewhere. Okay, so I just passed it through. Then I'm going to be placing it in between the beads. Okay, we should stay in between the beads at the top. And out. Okay, so we have the first one in. Please repeat that again. Place it between the beads. Okay, then out draw another, one in between the bead, in between the tassel, and out. So anything you do not like, you can go ahead and start to trim it after you're done. So I'm going to do this round the bag, basically round the back. The next thing after you've attached the Next thing after you've attached the tassel is to get your flat iron and try to flatten it out so it comes out more neater. I'm going to be trimming out the ends of it. Okay, whatever thread is starting to come out of free, you cut that off and try to smoothen it out with your flat iron as much as possible. Get a very fine finishing. We're now done with the tassel bag and it's looking absolutely beautiful, lovely. So what we're going to do now is we're going to trim the end. It's quite long and we're going to make sure it's neat. You want to get the really sharp scissors for this, okay? If you don't get one that is sharp, you don't work perfectly. So we're going to neat this out and reduce the length of the tassel. Make sure it's all equal. This is going to take some time, so yeah. And we are done with our tassel bag. This is how it's looking. I think if you want to make it fuller, you can go ahead and do that, but this is perfect for me and this is how it's looking. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you enjoyed my tutorial, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this to your family and friends so they can also learn how to make a beautiful beaded tassel bag. You can also attach or add a drawstring pouch inside of here if you'd like, or you can just leave. And I have already uploaded a tutorial on how to make a drawstring pouch. I'll be linking that in this tutorial. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.